I'm pretty confident to say that all of us here love animals. Whether it's your pet at home or an animal you spot at the zoo or during a safari trip, I'm sure you have a favorite animal. Well, today I'll be showing you 10 of the biggest animals in the world. Get ready for some big insects, big reptiles, and big mammals. The animal kingdom is taking over today. Tell me, do you know what the biggest animal on Earth is? If you're good at biology, you might know who the number one on this list is. And if you don't know the answer, then today is the day to find out. Whether you're an expert in animals or not, I'm sure you're gonna have fun watching this video. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The Goliath Frog. The name of this frog speaks for itself. If you think frogs are scary, wait until you meet the Goliath Frog. This amphibian is so big that sometimes it can reach the same size of a domestic cat. And with a frog this big, you can only expect a lot of crazy high jumps as well. The Goliath Frog can reach heights of up to 3 meters as they leap around. They can easily jump over your head if they wanted to. But don't expect any noise from them. These frogs are mute. Other names for this frog are Goliath bullfrog and giant slippery frog. You can find them around Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea in a very limited space. Their habitat is slowly being destroyed due to pet trading and other industries that threaten their space, however. I understand they're exotic and interesting animals, but I'm sure you're gonna agree that they should be left alone in the little habitat that they have left. Number 9. The ostrich. If we took into account all the birds that have existed, the one on this list wouldn't be here. An extinct version of the albatross was the largest bird on Earth at some point, but today on this list I'm giving you the ostrich, the still living largest bird. They can be as high as 2.7 meters and weigh as much as 344 pounds. Not only are their bodies large, but their eyes are also the largest bird eyes ever. They're 5 centimeters long. Ostriches don't fly, but they are known to be good runners, which comes in handy when predators or humans come around to mess with them. However, they could easily kill you with one kick if they wanted to. If we want to keep them as the largest birds on Earth, we gotta take better care of them though. Their population has significantly decreased over the last 200 years, and most of the remaining ostriches in the world are in farms and parks. Number 8. Giraffe. This list wouldn't be complete without the tallest animal dwelling on land, the giraffe. With a neck as high as 1.8 meters tall, these animals live off vegetation in high trees where other animals can't easily reach. These animals are tall even from the moment they're born. Baby giraffes can be 2 meters high, which is taller than most of us humans. The tallest giraffe ever, whose name was George, was already taller than 5 meters at age 9. However, there was another giraffe named Zulu at a British zoo, and Zulu was close to 6 meters high. Unfortunately, Zulu passed away before documenting his height in the Book of Guinness World Records. A cool fact about these animals is that each giraffe has a distinct spotted coat, which is similar to our fingerprints. This means that no two giraffes have the same pattern. This feature allows them to be easily individually identified. Although they're a very common sight at any zoo, giraffes can also be found in the wild throughout the eastern and southern parts of the African continent. Number 7. Komodo dragon. The eastern side of Indonesia is full of natural undiscovered wonders, but in this group of unspoiled islands we can find an animal that many of us are familiar with, the Komodo dragon. This is the largest lizard on Earth currently living. Male Komodo dragons can reach a length of up to 3 meters and 200 pounds, while females are a bit smaller at 1.6 meters long. Although you'll probably see them lounging under the sun and quite relaxed, these animals are very fast and have a well-developed sense of vision and smell. You can find them at natural reservations in Komodo and Rinca Islands, where you can also enjoy some breathtaking views of nature. Now, there are a few reported cases in which Komodo dragons attacked humans, but it's mostly those who were bothering them. You can get close to them, but don't test their patience, because they are faster and more deadly than you. Number 6. The saltwater crocodile. Many big reptiles are quite intimidating, but none of them are as threatening as the saltwater crocodile. Well, and some snakes. Although their name indicates otherwise, these huge reptiles can live comfortably on the shores of saltwater estuaries as well as in bodies of fresh water like rivers and even swamps. These predators are excellent swimmers. They can wait up to 1 hour in the water and feed on almost anything that comes near them, even sharks. Back over in the 60s, they were almost extinct, but today they're at low risk and you can expect the females to lay around 40 to 60 eggs every year between November and March. In Australia, the placement of the crocodile's nests serve as indicators of how much rain they can expect during the upcoming season. Although sometimes the crocs don't get it right and these nests get flooded. The saltwater crocodile has gained the reputation to be man-eating animals, so their existence is still at risk. But just like the dragons, crocodiles are known to attack if they feel threatened or disturbed by humans, so more than likely it's kind of our own fault. Number 5. Brown and polar bears. The largest land carnivores are the brown bears and the polar bears. These animals are very smart and skilled in many ways. They can find tools in their natural surroundings to hunt and even play. They even have better navigational skills than humans. Among all bears, the Kodiak bear is known to be the largest one, which comes from Kodiak Island in Alaska. In fact, they're also called Alaskan brown bears. These animals can be so big that some of them have reached sizes of over 680 kilos or 1,500 pounds. Although a human would easily lose a fight against one of these bears, these animals have been honored by many civilizations through centuries. They're a symbol of power, but also of love. Vikings and Celts admired their strength and protectiveness. You can even see an inspiring story about a bear who saved a human in my video about animals that save humans. Bears are very family-oriented and will put their lives at risk for the sake of a cub or any other relative in danger. Number 4. The whale shark. And now let's go underwater and explore some of the big animals down there. This might sound confusing to you, as you might think of this animal as part of the whales, but the whale shark is the largest living fish. The name is only hinting on its size, as these fish can be as big as a whale and easily be mistaken for one. They can be about 14 meters long and they live for many years. Some of them make it to even 150. These impressive sharks move across oceans and you can find them in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. They're known to migrate long distances, and it's been documented that some of them traveled about 8,000 miles in less than 4 years. Although the illegal fin trading is slowly decreasing, there's still a lot of illegal fishing. But as scientists begin to understand these sharks, they're coming to discover new ways to help them out and keep them safe. Number 3. The colossal squid. While still underwater, let's have a look at another impressive animal, the colossal squid. This one is so mysterious that not much is actually known about it, but these squids live as deep as 1,000 meters underwater, which makes it difficult for anyone to study them in their natural habitat. While some people have exaggerated and make us believe that they're about 27 meters long or longer than a bowling lane, these animals are still quite huge. In the case of the colossal squid, females are usually bigger than males. They can be about 15 meters long, which is more than double the size of giraffes. The colossal squid is one of the biggest living animals, but they're also the ones with the largest eyes, which can be as big as 25 centimeters in diameter. How would you feel if one of these creatures was watching you while you dive in the ocean? They live within the region around the Antarctic Ocean in the southernmost part of South America, Africa, and New Zealand. The colossal squid is not a myth. Perhaps there's even other big creatures underwater that we still haven't discovered yet. Now it's time for the day's best pick. We saw the Komodo dragon, and we saw the saltwater crocodile earlier on this list. But what about the world's longest snake? What's a myth and what is fact? Let's have a look at the world's largest snake before we take a look at number 1. Number 2. The largest snakes. Alright, there's actually 2 snakes that share this spot. One of them is the anaconda, and the other one is the reticulated python. The anaconda is the largest one, with a body that can weigh as much as 550 pounds and can grow to be a bit longer than 5 meters. On the other hand, the reticulated python is with no doubt the largest one on Earth. It's not as heavy as the anaconda, but it can grow to reach a size of 9 meters long. These snakes are not as big and long as the ones you see in the movie like Anaconda, but they are still very intimidating. Anacondas don't bite, but they do suffocate and even drown their prey if necessary. Pythons, on the other hand, are known to bite and swallow their food. There haven't been a lot of human victims in history, but still there have been a few cases reported. Back in 2009, a group of paleontologists found fossils of a 2,500-pound monster that is most likely the ancestor of these 2 large snakes. The fossils of this 12-meter-long snake were found in Colombia. Imagine if such a snake was still alive, because I would not like to be the one to find that in the wild.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
Number 1. The blue whale. The number 1 spot belongs to the one and only blue whale. Yeah, I hope you guessed it right on this one. This is the biggest living animal that we know of yet. The blue whale can easily weigh up to 180 tons and reach a size of up to 30 meters long. If you still don't get an idea of how big these animals are, just think about this. Their tongues alone are as heavy as an elephant, and their hearts can be as heavy as a car. Impressed yet? What's more surprising is that their main diet consists of tiny plankton and small shrimp called krill. They can swim at speeds of 30 kilometers per hour. For those of you who don't know it, whales are not fish. They're actually mammals, which means they're in the same animal group as dogs, bears, and other hairy animals you see around. A baby whale can drink up to 600 liters of milk each day, gaining about 90 kilos of weight on a daily basis during their first year of life. God, it's no wonder they get so big. What's the most impressive animal for you, and what's the biggest animal you've seen? Let us know in the comment section down below. With all that said and done, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Later, everybody.